So this is my Bitaxe camera as it sits at the moment. Already got a 52 pi on it, 52 pi. It's already got the heat sinks on there. Got this fancy case, fan in the bottom of it. But we're going to upgrade to this slightly bigger cooler. Also got some adapters, so we're going to run a bigger 60mm fan on here. I'm taking out 3 screws, 4th screw just here. Oh, and drop it. That there. Then we pull the camera off. I went a bit over the top with the heat sinks, but it was for testing more than anything. So we disconnect that fan. That can go sit over there. As you can see, this is the interior of this 3D printed case. It's actually from a guy in Germany. Good quality. It's very nice looking. You say the 12-volt fan. But like I say, same size. I've got 5-volt ones on the way, so I'll just switch them out. It literally just push fit, so I can just push that down, run the cable up. There is this little notch, if that's a good word for it, that you can cable tie the cable to as well, so you can actually have that hidden out of the way. I just left it because I know I'm going to be taking them out. Okay. Move that all out of the way, make myself some room. So, to the Bitaxe. So we're going to remove this 52 pi, don't want to say standard cooler, because it's not standard, but it's smaller. So, just grab and squeeze and hope for the best with these. I don't like these push fits. Really not a fan of them, but that's what I've got. Right, I'm not going to be able to reach that one because it's turned. They also don't fit very well, as you can see. Just get to turn around a little bit. I'll stick this heat sink just so I can get to a little bit in yet. I don't really want to do that, but I've got 3 other clear corners. Just took one out away from it. There we go. Right, I have already got a copper plate underneath this, which is probably going to fall out briefly. Get all these to pop through. Whoa! Yep, that one was spring loaded. That was a pair of them that were spring loaded. Disconnect that fan, we'll put that up and over out of the way because we don't actually need anything off there as such because I have these. So we'll pop these off. We'll need those for later to put the bigger fan on. Hopefully they work. We won't be using this fan because it's got wrong connector. Some Bitaxes do actually have the extra fan on there, as you can see mine does. So if I needed to, I could run that in the future, but at the moment that's not the case. Right, so orientations. I've seen this orientated in many different ways. Let me pull this off out of the way. We'll be using that anyway. I've seen people run it this way, which, to be fair, seems like the way I would run it, just to get everything blown underneath that fan. I've seen people run it this way, which hits the switches. This way, that's impossible. Or this way is probably the most logical other way to run it. But then I feel like you're losing out on some cooling on these because I'm going to be running the 3rd fan. So I'm going to try and run it this way. if possible. It depends, once I get those on, if it will fit and clear the fan header. We'll see. Right, so before I lock anything down, I'm just going to have a look in that gap and just have a check. Yeah, small gap here, so I've got a little bit of tire on the top. It is pushing this a little bit. Not a great fan of that, but they don't do 90s or anything. And because it is a three-way, it does make it a little bit taller. But to be fair, I'm okay with that. In this side, we're clearing in the back and in the front. Looks like we're clearing everything. Nothing's hitting there. So the only thing we're actually really hitting is this fan adapter, which would be nice if we could get it as a 90, but is weird, and that is how that looks. So give me a moment and I'll get it mounted back up and we'll see what it looks like. It's all back together, screwed in. A little bit awkward getting the screws in down past this, but not hard. I haven't done any cable management at the minute again because I need to change this fan in the inside one because these are 12 volts. But that is how it looks and how it sits. Very solid. You see it's got air intakes, exhaust here. I've actually got it so the fan sucks air in through the bottom here, blows it up out the top, which should go straight past all them regulators. This is why I've put so many on there, because my old design had the fan directly on the back, which obviously is going to be a lot more false, whereas this is, there's a lot more room to cover. So I thought I'd add a few more in there. It's very nice looking. I'm even thinking of maybe in the future adding some sort of LED lights in here so it lights up. I've got two of the Halo systems and they look awesome. If I could incorporate something similar to the Halo systems into the back of this, it would be amazing. Let's go and plug it in and see if it works and doesn't catch fire. Right, so we're plugged in. All three fans are spinning. You can see the temperature at the moment is about 52. It has only been on for about a minute though. So all three fans, try not to blow myself up. You can see that one's sucking air up through there. That one's blowing there, and this one's blowing directly on the regulator. This is already overclocked. I am going to do it again. Now it's got everything on it. I just want to see if it instantly tries to overheat or anything. You can see I'm using Retro Mike's Paul. Got another Gamma here, which is going to get the same treatment. Got a Halo. This is a Super Halo. It's a Gamma Halo. They do need cleaning. They are going to get done. They are next on the list. Also got a nerdminer axe, which is like a Gamma ripoff. That actually runs on 12 volt rather than 5 volt. So I bought some 12 volt, another 12 volt power pack for that because it's run off the standard power supply. And I'm probably going to try and incorporate these 12 volt fans into that somehow. So I've now got a couple of spare cases. You can see big power supply which runs these four. Another set of fans here blowing air across, which is just off here, off the mains. I have got another air invent here. If it does get too hot in here, can chuck it in. And just want that temp to come up again, and we're sitting at 58, so it's doing okay considering these are 12 volt fans, so they are not running as fast as they could. Looks pretty cool. You can see through the fan as well, whether that will come up on camera. Gonna have a look at the overclocks, see how it does. Right, so I'm on the home page for that one at the moment. Again, it is on a previous overclock from where it had the other tower on it. I haven't done any new overclocks. I'm going to do that later with the let's go on to it with this overclock, the Mr. V777. I use this quite a lot. Best program so far. If you need an auto overclock that gives you decent results, normally it will give you 1 to 5 most efficient and 1 to 5 best hash rate. I normally go the second from the top on the best hash rate, just so I'm not pushing it too far. But going back, you see it's been running 7 minutes for argument's sake. Voltage regulator temps 65, ASIC temp 60. We are quite high on the overclock at the minute. We're sitting at 850 and 1230. That will get changed. Efficiency's not great. Hash rate isn't amazing at the moment, but again, it has only just, it's not been on very long. The fans, as you can see, where they're 12 volt ones, is literally, it's a 3000 RPM fan, but it's only getting half the power it should, so hence it's only hitting 1300 RPM at 100%. But it is working. They are keeping it cool. Voltage is steady. Basic voltage is steady. Wattage, I'm hoping once I bring the temps down, it should bring that down a little bit. But so far, so good. See, the hash rate is starting to come up. I imagine that hash rate on these clocks will probably go to about where it expects it, about 1.6, 1.7. But yeah, so far so good. Once I get the proper fans on there, I'll give proper results. But for a moment, looks good. Would definitely recommend.